welcome to the start of the high school football season as we're at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium in New Philadelphia as the Quakers get ready to take on the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. I'm Scott Robinson along with Chuck Rest, and Chuck, Canton Central's had a great football team the last couple of years. Phillies made the playoffs. Should be a great matchup.
Yeah, for Canton Central, you got to realize they've played basically 3 seasons of football in 2 seasons. They've been to state playoffs the last 2 years, clear to the finals, and, New Philly's right there on the edge. They're working their way up, and I think with the schedule they have this year, very conducive. If things go well for them, it's going to be a ball game tonight.
All right, we'll come back. We'll talk to New Philadelphia head coach Matt Dennison in a moment. So stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Uricksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and graphics. We are also an authorized distributor for Mossy Oak, Browning, Realtree, and Bone Collector graphics and products, as well as a hunting and fishing license agent. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia.
You can now see your baby up close and personal at God's Creation in 4D. Utilizing the newest Mindray DC equipment, we offer the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination is available at 16 weeks. With many packages available, get more information by visiting our website at godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965.
And back on the TV2 Coaches Corner show, Scott Robinson along with New Philadelphia head coach Matt Dennison. Coach, another season's here, but a very familiar opponent in week 1.
Absolutely. We've got a great rivalry going with Central Catholic, and it's a great opener. You find out where you're at week 1 right away.
You're definitely going to test yourselves these first couple of weeks.
Absolutely, and it starts right here. These guys have played in 2 state championship games the last 2 years. They played 30 games the last 2 years, so they're a great program, and they reload every year. So we find out where we're at right now.
Obviously, you scouted them. I guess what concerns you most?
Well, they've got some big players in the Baumel kid at linebacker and running back, and the quarterback is really an elusive kid. He's a big athletic kid.
For you, a lot of familiar players coming back. You've got some experience. That's got to help.
Oh, absolutely. When you got your signal caller back on offense at the quarterback position, you got your middle linebacker back on defense, that's something that you can hang your hat on, and you can really expand what you want to do a little quicker because those guys already know the base.
What do you think about the keys for tonight's game?
Well, I think every first game you got to be disciplined. You got to come out and be as mistake-free as possible, and then we've got to make plays offensively. We've got to move the chains. I think kicking game's big. Their kicker's a Division I player. Our kicker puts the ball in the end zone. Both kickers are good from 50 in, so that I think can also play a factor as it did last year.
All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks, Scott.
Head coach Matt Dennison of the New Philadelphia Quakers will come back with more pregame in just a moment right here on TV2 Sports.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Integrity Auto Sales, it's not just a name. Give us a call at 330-308-9378 or stop in at our 2 locations on East and West High in New Philadelphia for your next quality vehicle.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Return to the elegance of the late 19th century by visiting the J.E. Reeves Victorian Home and its adjoining Carriage House Museum in Dover, Ohio. This opulent mansion, the former residence of prominent Dover industrialist Jeremiah E. Reeves, is owned by the Dover Historical Society. Ceremonies and receptions can be held on the beautiful grounds and gardens with the home as a backdrop or in the Carriage House for smaller occasions. The Carriage House comfortably seats 72 people and can be rented out for bridal showers, baby showers, graduation parties, birthday parties, private dinners, company lunches, and other occasions. Located at 325 East Iron Avenue, Dover, Ohio 44622. Call 330-343-7040 to schedule your special event.
And welcome back to Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium as we get ready for action between the Quakers and the Central Catholic Crusaders. It's time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by the just opened God's Creation in 4D. You can now see your baby close up and personal with the newest Mindray DC equipment, offering the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination available at 16 weeks, many packages available. You can visit their website at www.godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965. So, Chuck, how about a couple of keys for the game?
Well, I think number one, let's look at Canton Central Catholic coming out with, off a 2 state playoff bursts. They had to replace a lot of skill last year, but, they took their wide receiver who made the game-winning catch last year against Quakers, moved him to quarterback. They got a very solid running back this year that they moved in. Also, Griffin,
Griffin Baumel.
Yeah, Griffin Baumel, number 40. So those are going to be your 2 keys to Canton Central. New Philly, got the skill. Spiker then at wide receiver, who's been there for a while. You got probably one of the premier quarterbacks in Tuscarawas County, if not a lot of the area right here. They're expecting big things from Logan Biddicoffer. So those are going to be your 4 guys that I think are in the first game of the season are really going to see who plays well tonight.
All right, those are our keys to the game, brought to you by God's Creation in 4D. There's many packages available there. You can visit their website at www.godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965. So we will go down to the field for our national anthem now, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. If you're an adult looking for a new career or a high school student looking for ideas on how to start yours, check out Buckeye Career Center as they prepare students for the fastest growing segments of today's job markets. Visit Buckeye Career Center at 545 University Drive Northeast in New Philadelphia or online at www.buckeyecareercenter.org and see the many educational opportunities that Buckeye offers. So we are just about ready to go down to the field here. The band is in place, and we will have our national anthem here momentarily.
Presenting tonight's colors, New Philadelphia
as the VFW Post 1445 presenting the colors for tonight's game. And let's go down to the field, as I believe we are ready for our national anthem.
Singing the national anthem tonight will be Andrew Huff, the son of Frank and Barb Huff. Andrew's a senior 3-year member of the Delphian Chorale. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose puff stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. The rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And that's the national anthem, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center at 545 University Drive Northeast in New Philadelphia. You can find them online at www.buckeyecareercenter.org. Our injury report brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back in the game with the home team at Omni Orthopedics. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They're conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building. OmniOrtho.com. They love what they do, and it shows. And right now, everybody healthy as we're in the first game of the season, and everybody looking forward to putting on the chin straps, getting out there, and locking horns with another team instead of your teammates. So that is our injury report, brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. You can find them at omniortho.com. Let's take a look now at one of our sponsors tonight. Our game is being brought to you tonight by the House of Stones, located at 108 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, when it's just too important to trust to anyone else. We'll come back with our kickoff, brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling in just a moment, after we check out our starting lineups. First, for the Canton Central Catholic offense, as they will receive the opening kickoff. Jack Murphy, who was the wide receiver, is now moved to quarterback. Griffin Baumel being recruited by some big-name schools, including Army and Navy, those academies. Then you've got the wideouts as Rupp, Williams, Capps, and Heck. Across the line, you have Davies, Gehring, Smith, Logan Meyer, and Andrew Soltis. So for the defense of the New Philadelphia Quakers, some solid familiar names there across the line. You've got Lucas Kimball, Skylar Postel, Ryan Daberco and Seth Parker up front. Cam Alberts, Blake Bolin, who is the big guy in the middle. You've got Cullen Brogan and Lincoln Seelock, who had a great season last year. And then in the backfield, defensively, we've got L.J. Lowry, Alec Preston, and Kyle Perkins. We'll come back now with our Carpenter Heating and Cooling kickoff in just a moment. So stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars were cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
Getting ready for the opening kickoff of the high school football season as Doug and Chris Carpenter at Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia, bring you our opening kickoff. Looking for year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550, or you can visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. Quakers and the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders have great kicking games. Logan Moorhead will do the honors for the Quakers to start the season. Dan Mills, Division I kicking prospect for the Crusaders. So special teams, as Matt Dennison said in the pregame interview, could play a big role in this game tonight.
You know, Scott, this is a heck of an opening football game for both of these teams. You know, you look at some schools, they like to go out there and get somebody they can, you know, pretty much beat up on a lot of times and stuff. But I'll tell you what, these guys, over the years, when they've played game one of the regular season, it's always been a tight football game.
So Bailey Capps is back deep along with Brady Thompson. And also back there is Cameron Ruffin. So there are three back deep, awaiting the kickoff for Logan Moorhead. And the kick is going to be taken by Thompson at the goal line. Out to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, to the outside at the 30. The kicker, Moorhead, is going to have to wrestle down Thompson, out about the 46-yard
Well,
line.
I'll tell you what, on one hand, you look at Canton Central, and boy, I'll tell you, right off the get-go, their special teams have given them great field position. On the other hand, you look at the Quakers, and maybe they look like they weren't quite ready on that one. So, again, start off good field position for Canton Central to start out with here.
Well, now the story is going to be told as to whether Jack Murphy is a quarterback or not. Baumel in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. He'll split to the right here on 1st down and 10. First play from scrimmage of the season. Murphy's going to take it himself and brought down at the 44-yard line. A loss of 1. Great job by the Quaker defense.
Good job right there coming down the line for the Quaker defense to start out with. Skylar Posto, who was a starter for him last year. They're expecting big things from him this year as a senior, so started off well.
Seth Parker also in there. Seth Parker, starter both ways for the Quakers. 2nd down and about 11. This time the handoff around the right side to Brandon Weekly. Actually, it's Cameron Ruffin, sorry. So it'll be a gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Well, we'll see what kind of passer he is right here, because with 3rd and 6, they ought to be able to, open it up here a little bit.
So Murphy might be looking to pass on this play. Quakers are going to blitz. They get it away, and it is going to be a 1st down as the pass complete to T. Rupp at the 44-yard line.
Well, Murphy steps right in there, had blitz coming from the left side, and was able to put the ball right on the money for just enough for a 1st down for the Crusaders.
And Stark State College, our sponsor of the replay, is located at 6200 Frank Avenue in North Canton. Excellence in education for more than 5 decades. Stark State College has 280 degrees and certificates sure to suit your career passion. Just visit starkstate.edu to enroll now. That's starkstate.edu. Stark State College, spend less, earn more, go further. As a big play by the Quakers.
Another big play by Skylar Postel right there as he just ran down the line of scrimmage, saw the jet sweep gone. And
we get another Stark State College replay. Seth Parker with the sack. So a loss of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 16.
Well, it seems like the Crusaders are trying to go wide on the Quakers right now, and not a whole lot of success with them.
Murphy rolling to his left. They flood the field. It'll be Ruffin taking it in the right flat down to the 36-yard line. So a gain of 14 on the pass play from Murphy to Ruffin. And it'll be 3rd down and about 2 at the Quaker 36-yard line. Cameron Alberts with a tackle for the Quakers. Canton Central comes out 4 wide. Baumel in the backfield. The keeper by Murphy. He's got the 1st down and more at the 25. Slips inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line before Kyle Perkins makes the stop for the Quakers. Get another look at it.
Well, just like a little bit of quarterback follow right there. He was able to get the gap and pick up a 1st down.
So 1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line. Baumel in the backfield along with Murphy. 4 wide set. The handoff to Baumel over left guard, inside the 15 down to the 14. Nice gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards for the Crusaders on that, and that was the first time that they've actually run in between the tackles. So you can see he's kind of going to be a workhorse for him and power football.
Quakers pretty big along the line. Kimball at 220, Daberco at 250, Postel at 250, and Parker at 250. It's like the scale was broke at 250. 2nd down and 6. Murphy in trouble. Quakers react nicely and bring him down at the 17-yard line. Daberco's at the bottom of the pile there, along with Parker again.
I think they had a little bit of a miscommunication there with the running back, and the quarterback didn't quite secure the ball. So smart job with Murphy right there as he just kept it and got what he could out of it.
So it's 3rd down and 9 from the 17-yard line. They're certainly within field goal range. As Murphy looks out of the shotgun, checking the Quaker D. Trips to the left. They'll go to the outside. Looks like could be intercepted, and it is by the Quakers. Quakers going to take it back to the 20-yard line. That's a pass that never should have been thrown.
No, that was a long throw right there, and he really wasn't open at all. And, you hate to see that from the Crusaders side of the ball, because like you said, they got a heck of a kicker, which was giving them an opportunity. But got a great job right there by the Quakers to step in front of it and bring it back, and now you'll be able to.
Peyton Spiker with the interception. And the Quakers will come out on offense, led by Logan Bidekoffer.
You talk about the Quaker defensive line with some size. I'll tell you, these Quaker offensive linemen, they got some size up front too.
They come out in the 4 wide. They'll hand it off to Crowthers to the 20-yard line again. Really a gain of maybe 1.
Back on the play by Gunnar Eberhardt.
So the New Philadelphia Quaker line, it's Daberco, May, Parker, McAfee, and Stillion across tackle to tackle. The tight end is Lucas Kimball. Wide receivers, Peyton Spiker, Kyle Perkins. Halfback will be Blake Bolin, and Kai Crothers will be the tailback. Right now they're in a 4 wide set, and we have a penalty. First one of the game. Quakers moved. It'll be a 5-yarder.
Flying on the play.
So New Philly will back up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 14 with 6:53 to go here in the first quarter at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you as it's the season opener for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Bidekoffer looking to the left. He's got a man out there. Spiker's got it at the 36, out to the 37-yard line. As the tackle made there by Brady Thompson. So big play for the Quakers.
See again here, Spiker just runs down and runs a deep out. Wide open, great catch for him. And, that's going to be, I think, a pretty good tandem this year for the Quakers.
Thanks again to Stark State College for being our replay sponsor. They're located at 6200 Frank Avenue in North Canton. First down and 10 Quakers at the 37-yard line, straight ahead. And Crothers, not much. Crowthers to the 40-yard line, pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I think with Canton Central Catholic, they're relying on that interior defensive front 4, and with their linebacker, the stud right there in Brommel, so it might be a situation where the Quakers are going to get some yardage. It's going to have to be go outside the tackles.
2nd down and 7. Bidekoffer looks to his right, got a man open, and it is complete.
Bidekoffer's pass complete to number 20, Jelani Walker.
Jelani Walker making his first catch. And it's another first down out at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's going to be a key, I think, to Coach Dennison's football team this year. He's going to have to try to spread the ball around. He just can't rely on Spiker and Bidekoffer to make the
First down and 10. Bidekoffer rolling to his left. Again, this time hits Walker for another gain inside Canton Central territory at the 41-yard line.
Well, another first down, and I'll tell you, Walker's looking pretty good down there on his routes, running nice, crisp routes, and Biddy right now is pretty much putting the ball right on the money for him.
That's a Quaker first down.
First down and 10 for the Quakers. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. The 2-time defending state runners-up in Division 5, Canton Central Catholic, against the Quakers, who made the playoffs last year. touch pass to Spiker is going to be thrown out of bounds around the 15-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Trying to stretch the field there just a little bit.
You know, not a bad time to do it. You're on the 40-yard line, and, you know, you've been running some short pass routes and picking it up. It's time to go deep every once in a while. Make sure you keep that corner honest for the Crusaders. So not a bad situation to be in, 2nd and 10.
Logan Bidikofer passed for 1,600 yards last year. He's got 3,100 career passing yards and 40 touchdowns. Needs about 1,500 plus some change to be the all-time leading passer for the Quakers this season. The handoff to Crowthers. And he is going to bump into Baumel and will gain about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
You know, for both teams right now, Scott, it's kind of tough running right up the middle. So they both tested it a couple times, and both teams got a couple yards each time. So, you know, we're seeing pretty much wide open football right now.
Walker and Kimball split wide to the right. Perkins to the left. Spiker in the slot left out of the shotgun. Spiker motioning to the right. And Bidikofer looks to the outside, and it's overthrown, intended for Walker. Had to climb the ladder, just couldn't quite get there. It'll be 4th down and 8.
Well, now you're early in the season here. I think Coach D's just going to put him right out there and get the punt team and try to get the Crusaders backed up here a little bit. You know, you realize, too, and Bidikofer was the punter last year with them, and he steps back in there again. You know, very, very adequate for what he's doing, and, you know, he's a good pooch punter, and that's a big foot right there if you can do the right thing with it.
T. Rupp back to receive for the Crusader, standing at his own 10-yard line. See what Bidikofer can do with this one. Nice little pooch punt that Quakers are going to cover nicely, and it's going to get a big Quaker roll at about the 5-yard line where it'll be down. So great job by New Philly.
Right. Great job right there, but he kicked it away from him, so he wasn't able to come up and get the fair catch. And like you said, start them. They got 95 yards to go. So not bad series by both teams here. You know, the jitters are still in there, but I tell you, both offenses moved the football a little bit, and you know, defense is going to tighten up here, and I think get their feet on the ground. So, you know, honestly, should have a good football game tonight.
Defensive line of the Quakers has done a pretty good job here in this first quarter. You should get a good look at the Quaker coaching staff there along the sideline. 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. Backed up into their own end zone as Murphy rolling to the right side, and the Quakers will get him in a hurry. It's Lucas Kimball that was there. So the Crusaders just trying to get some room to work with here.
Yeah, nice job again there by the Quaker defensive line, just playing the line of scrimmage and making a play.
Thanks to our friends at Kent State University Tuscarawas, too, for their sponsorship again this season of the scoreboard for all TV2 contests. 2nd down and 10. Play clock running down. And inside the handoff, and that play looked destined for failure from the start as James Wills had the carry and might have lost a couple of yards there.
Like they lost
back to the 3-yard line.
It's a big play right here for the Quakers. If they can hold the Crusaders here and make them punt, that ought to give the Quakers pretty good field position.
So it'll be 3rd and 11. 2:38 to go here, first quarter. No score. Two teams appear to be pretty evenly matched right now.
Yes, they are. I'll tell you what, this, like I said, I think it's a great opener for high school football.
Murphy throws it to the outside, and they're going to manage to stay at about the 2-yard line as they are backed up. The catch here made by Bailey Capps. And they might have lost another yard or two there, so it'll be 4th down, and they're going to have to punt from deep in their own end zone. We've seen crazy things happen when people tighten up just a little bit.
Yes, sir. Well, it's going to be one of these things here, you know, and again, I don't think you go after it right now this early in the game, this early in the season. just let them punt it out there. You should have really good field position here.
L.J. Lowry back deep.
Now you got a flag.
And they ran into the kicker.
Crusaders are going to get her. And we'll have to see what this one's like because they had 2 guys hit the punter. So personal foul.
So that will give them a first down.
Yes, sirree. That was a bad break for the Quakers right there.
Quakers special teams have given up a couple of big plays. The opening kickoff, they gave up some yardage, and that play there, they just got to stay away and let them kick it.
Exactly. I was really surprised that they didn't go like a punt hold on that because, make him kick it.
You're going to get
it
at the 40
35, 40 yards, you're still going to get the ball at the 40-yard line, and now you turn it over and give it back to Canton Central in decent field position because that gets them out of the end zone.
Gets them out of the hole out to the 17-yard line. Early in the season, though, they'll clean that up as they go along.
Oh, yeah.
First down and 10 from the 17. The handoff to Baumel straight ahead. Tell you what, I've been impressed with the Quaker defense so far.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, so far the interior of the Quaker defense has been pretty stout in there.
Second down and 8 after the gain of 2. Seth Parker's really been everywhere.
Yeah, he started out pretty well for the Quakers.
Second down and 8.
Oh, boy.
And the Quakers again take Ruffin down back at the 16-yard line for a loss of 3.
Just been very impressed with this Quaker front 5, as I'll tell you. They're just running sideline to sideline, and you're not getting much on that defensive line right now, and that's a real good thing.
Winding this quarter down with 26 seconds to go. Third down and 11, and the Quaker D is playing great here in this first period. Murphy dropping straight back, looks across the middle, under pressure, is going to tuck now. And he's going to take some punishment at about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. I think they're going to be short. It'll be fourth down. And that is the end of the first quarter. 0-0 our score. We'll come back with second quarter action in a moment from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium right after this on TV2 Sports.
No matter where you are in life, Stark State is the smart choice. The lowest tuition rate in the area, along with flexible schedules, online courses, and degrees that lead to in-demand careers or make it easy to continue your education. Small classes, professors with real-world experience, and a campus close to home. Plus, more than 92% of Stark State grads secure a job or continue their education. Choose Stark State College. Spend less, earn more, go further. Register now.
For exceptional and expert care in a comfortable and friendly atmosphere, turn to Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons located at 400 Medical Park Drive, Suite 103 in Dover. Since 1964, our physicians have been providing our patients with a wide range of general and specialized care for the treatment of ear, nose, and throat conditions. Our doctors, Asako, Ramsey, Bogdan, Smith, and Brescia, are board certified and have all trained at major American academic centers. We strive to deliver every patient the most advanced and highest quality of affordable health care available. Services include treatment of adult and pediatric ear, nose, and throat disorders, allergy management, complete hearing services, and facial plastic and reconstructive surgery. We are the largest ear, nose, and throat provider between Cleveland and Columbus. Let Ohio Head and Neck provide you and your family with the quality of care you deserve by contacting us today at 330-492-2844 or find out more by visiting our website, ohioheadandneck.com.
You can now see your baby up close and personal at God's Creation in 4D. Utilizing the newest Mindray DC equipment, we offer the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it for Beat teddy bears. Gender determination is available at 16 weeks. With many packages available, get more information by visiting our website at godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965.
Carpenter Heating and Cooling has been keeping your home comfortable for over 30 years. Every installation includes heating and cooling load analysis, along with a follow-up visit to ensure your satisfaction. Carpenter services all makes of residential and light commercial heating and cooling equipment utilizing custom fabrication and state-of-the-art system checks. Their NATE certified technicians work hard to provide you with total living comfort.
Hi, I'm Doug Carpenter.
And I'm Chris Carpenter.
Come see us online at carpentercomfort.com.
Or give us a call at 330-308-8550.
Ready to go with the start of the second quarter. Our first quarter wrap-up brought to you by Lightning Signs and Decals, taking the area by storm. Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and graphics. They also are an authorized distributor for Mossy Oak, Browning, Realtree, and Bone Collector graphics and products, as well as a hunting and fishing license agent. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia. No score at the end of one good first quarter. And that is our wrap-up brought to you by Lightning Signs and Decals. As the punt hit by the Crusaders, there's a flag down. The punt itself went out of bounds around the Quaker 48-yard line.
Well, if the Quakers get the football here, it's going to be pretty good. It looks like it was motion on the Crusaders on that punt, so I think the Quakers will take it right there and try to get their offense going.
Both teams trying to draw first blood here. They've had a couple of opportunities, but, man, I'll tell you, the Quaker defense has just played great so far.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, I'm, like I said, very impressed with that front five of the Quakers right now defensively. But, you know, you looked at Coach Dennison and saw what he had in the paper and things like that. And, you know, he mentioned that defense that was going to be the key to his success this year. And so far they haven't let him down. And so, it too, you know, Scott, I'm sorry, but, you know, it takes the offense a little bit because it's so much timing and everything. It takes your offense a little bit of time to get in sync where the defense can, you know, jump on it quick.
Well, you have one or two veteran receivers, and then you've got some new receivers, and they're still trying to feel that communication out. First down and 10 from the 48. Bidikofer out of the shotgun. Bidikofer, the quick throw to Spiker. Spiker into Crusader territory. First down at the 41-yard line as the tackle made there by T. Rupp. And so the chains will move again. Quakers into Crusader territory.
Well, right now, looks like Canton Central's given that little bubble screen, whatever you want to call it out there, and good call right there by the Quaker offensive coaches, and able to pick up an easy 12.
We'll have our halftime reports and our halftime adjustments from the Ohio Head Neck Surgeons coming up. Bidikofer in trouble. Got loose. Running to the left side at the 40. Down to the 36-yard line. And boy, he did a Houdini there.
Yes, he did. Well, I'm sure we'll get to see that one again because I'll tell you, he was dead to rights right here, and you can see, and he was just somehow, some way able to spin out of it. Nice block right there, and was able to pick up another 5 or 6 yards on it before they got the play. I see Canton Central's coaches are over there jumping up and down because they wanted to hold on that one.
Second down and 5 from the 36-yard line. Quakers with maybe a momentum play there. Bidikofer's going to take it again. He'll be close to the first down at about the 31-yard line.
Nice fake right in there on that one because that held the defensive line for the Crusaders, and Biddy was able to get down there and pick up 4. Nope, looked like they gave him first down on that.
Got the first down, so the Quakers moving the ball offensively on the ground right now. you know, the Quakers have got to hope that Logan Biddekoffer has a healthy season.
Yes, sir. Because I'll tell you what, he's, you know, they built him up, and they built him up since he's been a sophomore. But I'll tell you one thing about the guy, you know, he's held up his reputation.
First down and 10 from the 36, or actually the 31-yard line. As the handoff straight ahead to Crowthers. Crowthers at the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Boy, they split the defenders right up the middle. Great blocking along the offensive line to bust open a huge hole.
Yes, that was. That's about his first time he's been able to come up there. A nice cut right back there, and you saw right there the Quaker offense kind of opened things up, and Crowthers was able to just take it right down in. So, boy, best scoring opportunity now for the Quakers. They got to cash in.
So the Quakers at the 8-yard line, first down and goal. They'll go to the power I.
Yes, sir. They did this quite a bit last year, and I'll tell you what, very successful with it.
Crowthers off the left side, inside the 5, bounces off one tackler to maybe the 4. And the Quakers just dominating. They're showing some real physicality right now.
Their offensive line now is firing off the football, and I'll tell you, you can tell. And you said it might have been just that play Biddekoffer had on that scramble that just picked him up. Got a little fire underneath him.
Second down and goal from the 4. And they'll stay with that power I formation. Seelock and Bolin in front of Crowthers. Crowthers will get it again. Running hard off the left side. Dives forward. Touchdown, Quakers.
Well, right there it is. First blood of the season. And I'll tell you what, he was running hard, and that's keep giving him the football. And he took it in for 6 for the Quakers, and that's, you know, just what they needed right there.
So at the 9:04 mark, Quakers hit pay dirt. Moorhead on to try the extra point out of Crowthers' hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Quakers have a 7-0 lead. So the Quakers with the early 7-0 lead. .904 to go here, first half. So New Philadelphia with a strong drive right there. They took it about 52 yards.
Tell you what, it just became, you know, once Biddekoffer had that scramble, it kind of pretty much became power football for the Quakers, and they look pretty good at it right there in their power I.
See what kind of adjustments they've made here on special teams. Canton Central sending 3 players back with Thompson, Ruffin, and also Caps. Thompson standing right back at the goal line. That's where he took the last kickoff. And Moorhead will kick it away. Good kick. It's going to be taken by Ruffin at the 2-yard line. Quakers look like they have him pinned in against the sideline, and they'll take him out just before the 20-yard line.
It's all right. Good return right there for the Crusaders, but nice job by the Quaker special teams on that one to corral him in there to 20.
L.J. Lowry making the tackle. First and 10 for Canton Central Catholic at their own 21-yard line. 9 minutes straight up to go here in the first half. Scott Robinson and Chuck Gress bringing you high school football here on TV2 from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium in New Philadelphia. Opening game of the season. Certainly glad to be here. Quakers have a tough opening schedule as they'll play Perry in week 3 on top of everything else if Canton Central's not tough enough.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is, looking at the Quaker schedule right here off the get-go, they beefed it up a little bit, and, I know they were talking a lot because, they had a great season last year, and they barely made it into the playoffs, and had wins over Zanesville and Dover and, teams like that. But I'll tell you, they beefed it up here to this year. If they can pick up a couple big wins, You know,
they win a couple out of the first 4 games. Exactly. They would be in pretty good shape. The ECOL will again probably come down to Dover and Philly as the sack made by the Quakers back at the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, there's that defensive line again, and they just, they played base defense on that one. Didn't bring anybody, send anybody, and that defensive line had it right in there, I believe, on that one. That was Colton McAfee, I believe, maybe made that play.
So it is now 3rd down and 19 with the ball all the way back at the 11-yard line. So far, honestly, the experiment with Jack Murphy at quarterback has not worked out great for Canton Central. Not sure if it's his issue or the offensive line.
You look at him right now. I mean, he looks like a quarterback.
Watch him throw about a 90-yarder here. As the release pass out to the 18-yard line, gained back some yardage, but it'll be 4th down, and the Crusaders will have to kick it away.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a 2-man screen pass on that one, and the Quakers sit right there and was waiting on that. So, again, barring any mess-ups here, the Quakers ought to have pretty decent field position.
So Jarrett Cummins will punt away again. Kick is going to bounce at about the 45-yard line. Lowry will walk away from it, and it'll go out of bounds right around the 36. So it will be 1st down and 10 for the Quakers at their own 36-yard line.
Well, still pretty decent field position, especially coming off the drive that you just had. The Quakers ought to feel pretty good here offensively coming out. So they get 6 minutes, 50 seconds. You got all 3 timeouts. So
give them a little water break here as well.
It's a little warm today.
So we look at Canton Central Catholic. They're looking for a 3rd straight trip to the state championship game in Division 5. T. Rupp, the only starter returning on offense at that position. The offensive line completely new, which you can tell somewhat.
Yep.
And really, they're coming off an 11-4 season. And if you think about it, they played 20. They're 25-5, but they played 15 games.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
So you've played a whole nother season.
That takes. They played 3 seasons in 2.
Right.
And Griffin Baumel, the Naval Academy, Army, and a couple other schools looking at him. Right now, he hasn't had a tremendous impact on the game yet, but
he's pretty solid right there, the middle linebacker,
and that could change quickly.
And that could, but offensively though, the Quaker defense is pretty much bottling him up because that front 5's played pretty well.
1st down and 10 for the Quakers at their own 36-yard line. In motion is Bolin. The handoff to Crowthers. Crowthers ran the left side. There wasn't a lot there. Might have gotten 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our halftime report. Also bring you our halftime adjustments brought to you by the Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons.
Well, like I said, in the first quarter, I'll tell you what, it's been a pretty solid, opening football game for both of these teams. It's just been Quakers was able to capitalize a little bit, and Canton Central was not yet.
2nd down and 8. Bidicoffer dropping back. Completion nearly across the middle. Somebody wanted to run there before they caught it, and might have been Spiker there that was running a crossing route there and couldn't quite hang on to it. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Boy, that was nice, well-designed play. Probably would have had a 1st down.
Yes, he would have, because he had a couple guys in front of him that were blocking a little bit.
That's something maybe you come back to?
Oh, definitely. You see that if they're going to drop like they are right now because they're in the 4-4 defense, that they'll drop out of there, throw it underneath them.
Bidicoffer rolling to the left. Has Walker open, and Walker is going to complete the catch, and it's going to be just short, I believe. Let's see where they're going to mark it. I think there's some dispute as to where the mark should be. And the linesman came in and gave him the spot
Yeah.
for the first down.
I think when he come back for the ball, he actually caught the ball right at the line of the line to gain on that. So I think
That was
they had to give it
actually
to him.
honestly a good spot.
Yes.
That was the correct spot.
I agree with you on that because he come back
From our
right
vantage
through that
point,
line. Yes.
yeah. From our vantage point, that's a good spot.
And you're right on it.
First down and 10 for the Quakers at the 47-yard line. They lead it 7-0 on our Kent State Tuscarawas scoreboard. Bidikofer getting good protection. Looks inside, swiped away by the Crusaders. It's Jared Cummins. Going to be knocked down around the 11-yard line as Bidikofer had to chase him down.
Well, you're going to see this one, I'm sure, on the replay. And I'll tell you what, he didn't have the zip on the ball, and those linebackers just dropped. Cummings just dropped back in there and was able to come underneath it because there was a receiver wide open.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Crusaders.
So that's how quickly you can get back into to a football game right there. Nice interception, nice return on it, and now the Quakers are going to have to
now we'll see that
defense. Yep.
So first down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
We'll also see now if we get in a dose of number 40 on Canton Central's football team.
Bailey Capps and Baumel in the backfield. Ruffin is going to be pushed back and knocked down for a loss back at the 19-yard line.
I think you probably got a hold on Canton Central on that one too, so that might push them back a little more. Again, nice job by the Quaker D-line, just stringing that out and making a play.
You know, is there an advantage of declining that penalty right there? You'd think they've lost some yardage. They might say no.
Yep. Well, do you go back 10 yards or do you go back 4 yards and make it second down? So I think most likely, Coach Dennison's going to go ahead and decline that.
I think.
You know, that to me is not a bad decision because his defense is playing pretty solid right now.
Well, you lost 6 or 7 yards.
Exactly.
You know, and they burned the down.
Yep.
So they're going to roll the dice and decline the penalty, make it second down and 17.
You keep them out of the end zone, and after a turnover like that, even if they do come up with 3 points with their kicker, hey, it's a win for New Philly on that one.
4:55 to go here in the first half. 7-0, New Philadelphia leading Canton Central. Crusaders just got a turnover, and Murphy is going to bring it forward to about the 15-yard line before the defensive line clamps down. Daberco is going to have to come to the side for a minute as his helmet came off.
Well, you know, you got, third and about 14 or so. You know, you almost got to put this ball in the end zone, or you got to run something underneath to get somebody open that he can run 3 or 4 yards. So this could be a, big play here for the Quaker defense.
So Murphy with Ruffin in motion. Murphy drops back under pressure, rolling to his right. Throwing it off balance and just throws it away. So it'll be fourth down.
Tell you what, you make that a coverage sack for the Quakers on that one because, they had everybody covered right there, and Murphy had 0 place to throw that football. So now we'll have to see what Crusaders are going to come out with their kicker.
Let's see what Dan Mills can do here.
You said he's one of the top kickers in the area, so.
He is certainly among the best. .6'1", 175-pound senior. It's going to be about a 33-yarder. And it is going to be right between the uprights.
Pretty good kick. That's a nice weapon to have,
Yeah, that's for sure.
You give the Quakers a lot of credit right there. They held them out of the end zone, but I'll tell you what, you got somebody right there. You can look over there with the Crusaders and say, hey, at least we got 3 on the board.
So positives on both sides with 4:07 to go here in the first half. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest bringing you this home opener for the Quakers as they're taking on the playoff battle-tested Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. And you can see the Crusaders going to win their share of games, and who knows, they may win this game. But
exactly.
they've got a ways to go right now.
The thing about it is, though, Scott, look at their football schedule that they play.
Oh, it's brutal.
It is brutal year in and year out. I mean, they're not playing too many Division V, football schools. They're playing up in Division IIs and Division IIIs about week in and week out. So, like you said, you talk about a team that's battle tested. Canton Central sits right in there with the best of them. And I'm sure here in a little bit you'll be able to kind of look at their schedule and just see some of the teams that they play.
Yeah, I mean, they play the McKinleys of the world, and they certainly, as we get the kickoff, Quakers are going to have it. Back to the 10, the 15, the 20. Down the middle of the field at the 30 to the 35 and out to the 40-yard line.
Well, good kickoff return right there for the
Peyton Spiker.
Quakers. I think that was Spiker on that one, yep. And starting at the 40-yard line with 4 minutes to go in the half. You can do a lot of things right here.
Yeah, Canton Central Catholic plays Jackson. They play Chardon. They play Minerva, Perry, St. Thomas Aquinas. They play some pretty darn good football teams.
You look at the two schools you just mentioned right there. I mean, Minerva and St. Thomas are probably the, I wouldn't say the Patsies on the schedule, but some of the teams at their caliber.
First down and 10 for the Quakers. The handoff to Crowthers off the left side to the 44-yard line for a gain of 4. You look at New Philadelphia's schedule. They start with Canton Central Catholic. Then they travel to West Holmes. They've got Perry, Talmadge, Northwest. 3 pretty good teams. Then Claymont, Zanesville, Marietta, Cambridge, and Dover. So the last 5 games, a couple of those will be toss-ups, and the rest of them should be should be in the Quaker column.
I would certainly think so. And like you said, the first 4 games right here, even if nothing else, and they get 2 of them, and I'm sure Coach Dennison isn't looking at it like that, but we'll get back to it here in a second.
Bidecoffer dropping straight back, under pressure, and he's going to be taken down this time by James Wills. Wills missed him on that big play for the Quakers when Bidecoffer slipped out of a tackle in the backfield on the way to their first score of the game. That time Wills had payback.
Getting back to the schedule for the Quakers, and like you said, you look at it. I mean, West Holmes, you're playing the big farm boys out there, and they're not going to do anything but just pound the ball right at you. And the Quakers, success right there. But then you come in with Perry, who I would certainly think is going to be a really good test for him this year.
3rd down and 13 for the Quakers from their own 37. Bidecoffer again. This time they're going to converge right on him, as Harris Stuffle was among those there to bring him down. Another big loss, and the Quakers going to have to punt it away.
Well, now you're going to turn the ball over with 3 timeouts to the Crusaders with probably around 2 minutes to go. And if you get any kind of
take one already here.
Yep. If you get any kind of return here at all, you're going to be setting pretty good. So,
Well, they burn 1 to save 25 seconds.
Yep.
Both teams, good football teams. It's been a good football game so far.
What, they're just both well coached. They're both sound fundamentally, and when you look at that and say that, I mean, I haven't kept track yet, but we've only had 2 or 3 penalties. And I'll tell you what, that's saying something for both teams in a game 1. So, it's just been a good high school football game for a half so far.
So 2:17 to go here in the second quarter, 7-3. The Quakers leading the Crusaders, and Bidecoffer will drop back to punt it away. And it'll be T. Rupp standing back around his own 40-yard line. And if Bidecoffer is going to open it up right here, he needs to put one in the air. Now we've got a penalty. Got to think it's on the Quakers here. That'll back them up 5 more.
Well, I think one of the interior linemen sat down, put his hand on the ground, and then brought it back up and put it back down. So that's a no-no. But
all in all, a pretty penalty-free first half.
Like I said, we had 4 penalties so far, maybe 2 on both teams. So, but again, that's a tribute to the coaching staffs of both schools. I'll tell you what, both teams are well coached.
Bidikoff able to get it away, and he launches one for a fair catch as Rupp will take it at the 38-yard line. That might have bailed the Quakers out right there.
That's right there. I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a kick by him. So, pretty nice to have a quarterback that's pretty versatile and, can punt the football, and that's always an option back there on the fourth down.
Bidikoff for a Bucknell signee, so he's got his future planned.
You start talking about a couple of these kids. You're talking about Army, Bucknell. I mean, they're not only pretty good athletes, they're both pretty good students.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are more of those to come, just judging by some of the athletes that we've seen here in this first half. First down and 10 for the Crusaders. The pass is incomplete.
Well, had him open right there, just kind of one-hopped it to him, so that was
Rupp couldn't come up with it.
Not a good start.
Scooped it off the Quaker Stadium turf. It's incomplete. 2:07 to play here in the first half. Second down and 10 from the 39-yard line.
The Quakers hold them out of here and don't let them have it. They turn around and get the football to start the second half, start the third quarter.
The Crusaders I'm a little surprised they didn't have a quarterback in waiting.
Yeah.
They have over the last couple of years, and I don't think ideally they wanted to move the best receiver they had to quarterback. And that will keep the clock rolling as that pass is complete to Brady Thompson. Not a sense of urgency here by the
it's kind of
Crusaders.
They got the quarterback over on the sideline giving him the play, so,
They must think they have big strike capability here, or they have something that they think is going to work here against the Quakers. Third down and 7. Pass is complete to Rupp at the 43-yard line. I think they probably wanted to bleed as much clock as they could just in case they did not get the first down.
I was going to stop right here. Let's see if they got anything in a similar type of 2-minute offense right here since they're in Quaker territory, but doesn't look like they're getting in a real big hurry. They're huddling up and coming up the line of scrimmage.
First down and 10 for the Crusaders. 5 wide. They're going to go long. Got a man out there, and it's incomplete. Also want to thank Stark State College for their sponsorship of replays. Stark State College, located at 6200 Frank Avenue in North Canton. Why pay more for a quality education? At Stark State College, affordability is the key. More than 280 degrees and certificate options to secure your financial future while saving thousands to get there. Just visit starkstate.edu today. Stark State College, spend less, earn more, go further. 1:01 to play here in the first half. Second down and 10. Clock stopped. Crusaders at the Quaker 43-yard line. Murphy is going to run it. Gets away from one tackler. He's going to head to the sideline, and he will run out of bounds in front of the Quaker bench. Boy, he spent a lot of time.
Yes, he did. But smart move on his part, getting the ball out of bounds. But now you're still in about a 3rd and 7 situation, so... Like you said a second ago there, it just doesn't seem like there's a big sense of urgency in their offense right now.
So Murphy has the play from the sideline.
You'd look at it too that, you'd think, well, maybe you're okay here getting the ball beginning the third quarter, but the Quakers are going to turn it over, so, we'll see.
Murphy looks long, in trouble, gets the pass away. It's going to be intercepted by the Quakers. And the Quakers have it at the 45-yard line with 42 seconds to go and 3 timeouts. It's Cam Alberts making the interception.
Well,
so the tide has turned here as the Quakers get a turnover.
Well, big turnover, really. You know what I mean, for them. Not that, keeps the Crusaders out of anywhere scoring, but, you got 3 timeouts here, 42 seconds. Do the Quakers put a sense of urgency on it and see what they can do? And if nothing else, maybe get it down there close enough they can get a, a field goal attempt out of it. But on the other hand, like you said, you're getting the ball to begin the second half with, so see where we're at.
Well, I've got to think that they're going to try and pass it, but then they're going to run it instead. Bidekoffer, big play down to the 42-yard line. They'll quickly call timeout.
Well, there again, that only took about 6 seconds to run that play, so they still got it moving. We've seen Coach Dennison many times too run that play, run the ball the first down, and then come back and try to go deep on his second play. So I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve here.
36 seconds to go, 7-3 here in the first half. Quakers with the 4-point lead. Touchdown by Kai Crothers, a 4-yard run. The extra point was good by Moorhead. And then Canton Central Catholic with 4:07 to go here in the second quarter. Scored on a 33-yard field goal by Dan Mills. So 7-3 the score. Quakers trying to add a little more at the Crusaders' 42-yard line. They've got time. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Crusaders going to put some pressure on. Bidekoffer gets it away, and it's caught by Jelani Walker at the 30-yard line. Quakers going to hustle up to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, you're going to be ready to go.
And now they're going to call a timeout.
They're going to move it? Okay. Well, now you're down to, 1 timeout left here with 30 seconds to go. But, you look at it right now, another 10 yards, they're possibility field goal range.
Well, that's true.
So
Certainly.
you can do a lot of things here in 30 seconds.
They've got a fresh set of downs, so they've got at least a few plays they can work with.
I would certainly think with the foot he's got, he can probably attempt a, 30, 35-yard field goal, and that puts about another 10 yards on him, and he's got an opportunity.
31 seconds to go here in the second quarter. First down and 10 for the Quakers at the Crusader 30-yard line. Been a pretty good first half of football. Not a lot of mistakes. So the Quakers have the call from Coach Matt Dennison. And now New Philly ready to go. Bidekoffer dropping back. Some pressure across the middle. Crothers is going to drop the football. Not sure how much farther he was going to go than where he dropped the football.
It looked like he had one of the Crusaders sneak through that offensive line that was trying to lead him down the field on that one. So maybe not too bad of a play since he dropped it.
Second down and 10. Trips to the left for the Quakers. Perkins to the Quaker side. Across the middle, and the ball's deflected and intercepted by Canton Central Catholic.
Well, I guess all that talking we did there, and I think that was
the ball was deflected.
That was deflected at the line of scrimmage and made a great interception right there. I believe that was by Jared Cummings, I think, wasn't it?
Could very well have been.
Yeah, Jared Cummings was the.
So now the Crusaders with 23 seconds to go.
Well, take a knee. What do you think? Or hand it off? And,
well, they won't take a knee. That's just not their style.
Say what it is here, but I would certainly think that we won't do anything.
Well, they're going 4 wideouts. Maybe quarterback. Well, they still got some time left on the clock. 16 seconds. I believe they still have 1 timeout remaining. Actually, they have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, like you said right there, though, we're sitting up here saying, get out of the half and let's go in and regroup a little bit. And they're saying, we're going to get what we can get here.
They probably need all the experience they can get with the new players, I would think. And this time, Rupp has the football, and they will stop the clock at the 43-yard line with 9 seconds to go. You got 1, maybe 2 plays left, and the half will be here.
Well,
all they need is about 25 yards and a timeout.
Well, that could be, and they still got the timeout.
They have taken a timeout here, so they still got 1 timeout remaining. Got to think they're just trying to get into the inside of the 50-yard field goal attempt territory.
Well, too, I mean, you've got time with 9 seconds. I don't know if you can throw the ball across the middle, you know what I mean, because you're going to have to get it down there, like you said, 25 yards. And that might take a little bit more than 9 seconds to do that.
You've got to think they've got to get to at least the 33-yard line of the Quakers to make it a reasonable attempt.
Right. So, yeah. So, you're talking another, like you said, 25 yards to go before they could even think about getting it in there. But, crazier things have happened. Throw it in the middle of the field. And
they need about between 18 and 20 yards to get it to a 50-yard field goal attempt.
And to do that is going to take, it'll take all of 9 seconds, I would think, to be able to throw it down there. So, and that's one of those things, too. You got to get down there and catch it and fall down to get your timeout, because if you run at all with it, clock's going to go out. So, yeah, we'll see. We sit up here and talk about this. Who knows what will come up, but I'll tell you what, he's going wide outs with everybody.
5 wides. Sack here would look pretty good for the Quakers.
You got her.
And with 4 seconds to go, Canton Central is going to take another timeout with 1 second to go. So they're going to burn them all. And there'll be one more play here in the half. Just so impressed with the way the Quaker defense has played here in this first half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. They come out of the gates ready to play football, and they haven't let anybody down yet. And, they've given up a few plays, but I'll tell you what, solid tackling with them, and they've just been pretty much solid all the way around.
So we'll see what the Crusaders will come up with here. It's 3rd down and miracle distance with 1 second to go. You're hoping for a pass interference call, something like that maybe, that would give you an extra play. I would think the Quakers going to be playing pretty deep off the football here.
Yeah, they're back there about 20 yards, and so they're not going to let anything behind them. Catch it and make a tackle.
So we'll see what they can do here. Murphy dropping back 5 wide, is going to take it himself. All that for a running play that I think, well, they haven't got him yet.
Well, they got him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's so big play for Murphy with yardage, but that is going to bring us to the half, where it's 7-3. New Philadelphia leading the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. We'll come back with our halftime report and also our halftime adjustments, brought to you by the Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons. Coming up in just a moment right here on TV2 Sports.
Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and graphics. We are also an authorized distributor for Mossy Oak, Browning, Realtree, and Bone Collector graphics and products, as well as a hunting and fishing license agent. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia.
Integrity Auto Sales. It's not just a name. Give us a call at 330-308-9378 or stop in at our 2 locations on East and West High in New Philadelphia for your next quality vehicle.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. Our community is a great place to live. That's why McInturf Realty proudly sponsors our local high school sports. Make the call to the local real estate team that sells more homes in Tuscarawas County than any other company. See for yourself what makes McInturf Realty the #1 team in real estate. Make the call to 330-364-SOLD or 330-364-HOME.
Every 6 seconds, a Domino's pizza lover's dreams are dashed by one Sally Soul Smasher in the group who wants a salad instead. Eat a pizza once in a while!
Luckily, we love pizza so much, we're introducing salads to our menu.
So nobody can veto pizza night. So tell those lettuce lovers, listen up! There's no reason to ruin pizza night now.
Order a medium 2-topping pizza and a delicious Domino's salad for only $5.99 each.
Pizza's good!
We are at halftime, 7-3. New Philadelphia leading the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders, and pretty good first half of action, Chuck. In the numbers, even though we had a few turnovers, still a pretty good half of action.
Yeah, both teams turned the ball over a couple times. You can see, boy, it's 7-3 on the scoreboard. But if you look at the stats, you'd think it was a tie game. 66 yards rushing for the Quakers, 58 for the Central Catholic. Passing 5 of 11 for 56 yards for the Quakers, 7 of 14 for 63 yards for Canton Central, 122 for the total yards for the Quakers, 121 for Central Catholic. 2 turnovers apiece. All of them were interceptions, but. First game out of the gate, first half, I think it's been a very well-played football game.
Yeah, me too, and that's really been our halftime report. Time now for our halftime adjustments, brought to you by the Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons at 400 Medical Park Drive, Suite 103 in Dover. Get your next checkup at the Ohio Head and Neck office. They offer certified licensed audiologists, board-certified ENT physicians, and full-service allergy testing and treatment. So, what's next? What do both teams have to do in the second half to win this game?
Well, you can see both teams throw the ball effectively. I think the team that might win this is a team that can get a little bit of a running game going. Special teams-wise, hey, field goal here or extra point here because both of them have good kickers. But I would like to see one of these two teams get somewhat of a running game going, and if it happens, they might be the ones that come out on top.
All right, those are our halftime adjustments brought to you by the Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons, located at 400 Medical Park Drive, Suite 103 in Dover. The New Philadelphia Quakers will receive the second half kickoff as they deferred after winning the toss. So hopefully they will get something going here. But it's really been a situation that both teams have played well defensively. They've played well on offense for the most part. A couple of interceptions, a couple of boo-boos here and there, but nothing that's really had an outcome on the game so far.
Either way. Like you said, you've had 2 interceptions by both quarterbacks, and, but neither one of them could really, turn anything in. The Quakers got to 7 points off of theirs. But, again, like I said, I want to get back. The Quakers just took the ball and ran it a couple, 3 plays, and, Biddecofer started it out, and then they took it in from the running game, and Central Catholic just hasn't quite got anything going. But I'll tell you what, credit that defensive line for the Quakers. I think those linemen and linebackers have played a pretty good first half.
So we're getting ready for our second half kickoff. Doug and Chris Carpenter at Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia, pleased to bring you the kickoff. Looking for year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550, or you can visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. So we are just about ready to go as the honorary captains tonight being introduced. Mayor Joel Day and also Dave Hurst, longtime videographer for the Quaker football program and basketball program. They're the honorary captains for the Quakers tonight. Two deserving recipients. So the Crusaders ready to kick it away. Peyton Spiker and L.J. Lowry back deep for the Quakers as Dan Mills will kick it away. And Mills's kick, a high one that's going to be taken by Spiker at the 4-yard line, out to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and tripped up at the 33-yard line. So the Quakers will have good field position to start this drive at their own 33-yard line.
Well,
so it'll be first down and 10 for the Quakers. The offensive line's done a good job opening some holes here, and as Chuck mentioned, we think that the first team that establishes a ground game may have a pretty good chance at picking up the victory in this one. So first down and 10, Bidekoffer in the backfield in the shotgun. He'll be flanked on both sides. This time they'll hand it off to Crowthers, and he will be cut down right at the line of scrimmage by Griffin Baumel.
Well, good start for the Quakers right here, but like I said, I just don't think you can rely on a passing game, all night long. So one of these teams got to get something going running the ball.
It was actually Seelock that carried the football there. So it'll be second down and 9 after a short gain. See if the Quakers open it up here on second down. Bidekoffer turns, fires, got a man across the middle. It's Walker. The ball is fumbled. Check it. It was Spiker that had the catch, fumbled, and recovered by the Crusaders.
Well, you can see it right here. Bidekoffer put it right on the money. Spiker had it. Got himself about 20 yards. Great job by Strip right there by one of the Crusaders. And big turnover right there for New Philadelphia as they had the ball moving, and Canton took it out of their arms.
First down and 10 for the Crusaders. Third turnover on New Philadelphia. A couple of interceptions and now the fumble. And now Canton Central Catholic has to take a timeout. They weren't ready, and the play clock had run down. That's not a good place to have to take a timeout just starting in the third quarter.
Right.
So with 11:13 to go, the Crusaders take their first timeout.
Yeah, that's something there, Scott. You might have to kick yourself in the foot right there a little bit if this timeout cost you toward the end of the ball game. But you just made a big play right there. You're back on offense real quick right out of the gate. So you know what? That might be a good offensive timeout too right there.
First down and 10. The Crusaders with it at their own 37-yard line after the turnover. Thompson in motion. Murphy's going to take it straight ahead. He had nowhere to go. Seth Parker had him around the ankles. He might have lost a yard or two. Quakers have really shut down the Crusader running game.
I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm very, very impressed right now with the front line of the Quakers and their linebacking core. And we knew Bolin was going to be in there, and Postal was going to be on there, both of them, returning starters from last year to anchor that group. But I'll tell you, those other guys right now have stepped right up.
Second down and 10. 10:36 to go here. Third quarter. Fumble in the backfield, and the Quakers there to cover it quickly. Kimball put the finishing touches on Bailey Capps, as it was a bad exchange in the backfield.
Yeah, you had one guy gone left and the other one gone right, and they kind of bumped into each other, and ball went on the ground, but good job by the Crusaders to fall on it. So you got 3rd and 14 right now.
So the Quakers may have a chance here to do something defensively and get the football back. 7-3 is the lead for New Philadelphia. Thompson and Ruffin switch to the left side along with Cummins. Murphy in trouble, trying to run away from it. He'll tuck and go. And he is going to be upended in front of the Quaker bench at about the 44-yard line. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, after the turnover for the Quakers, the defense came back out and pretty much held Central in check right there to make them punt the football. So, again, decent field position here if they can make a play.
Lowry will drop back to about his own 25-yard line to receive the kick from Jarrett Cummins.
L.J. Lowry, kick return.
So the punt from the left footer is a nice kick that the Quakers will let bounce out of bounds around the 12, 13-yard line. That's where they'll start this drive.
You know, both punters for these teams have done a nice job so far punting the football and backing both teams up a little bit. So as you can look at it, and you mentioned, you know, both place kickers being pretty strong for each team. Punters right now have showed that they've got some ammo with them too.
First down and 10 for the Quakers at their own 13-yard line. Boland's in the backfield, along with Bidekoffer, personal protector. The handoff inside after the high snap. Gain of maybe a yard. As Blake Boland with the carry.
You know, it looks like Coach Dennison is trying to run the football a little bit, but again, you know, Central Catholic stepping right up there with their 4-4 defense and shutting the Quakers down a little bit.
Well, he's really hampered a little bit by the fact that got some bad field position right here. Handoff straight ahead again.
Might have been one of the bigger running plays tonight for the Quakers and gained about 5 on that one.
That was Sealock that time. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Pretty decent crowd on hand for an opener. Nice night for football, that's for sure. Third down and 2. The handoff straight ahead. Actually, it was Bidekoffer that had the carry, and not.
I think he picked up the first
guess
down
he
on
picked
that
enough up to move the chains. Ball came loose after he hit the ground, so that wasn't even a question. So the chains moved. Nice call by the Quaker sideline. It'll be 1st down and 10.
That was a, you know, big first down situation right there. You wouldn't have had to turn the ball over and punt it away, and that just keeps this drive going a little bit here. And like I said, it looks like Coach Dennison is trying to get a running game going.
First down and 10 for the Quakers at their own 24. The handoff straight ahead, and boy, there was just no room there whatsoever.
He's lucky he got the football. By Bidekoffer handed it off to him before he got popped on that one.
Sealock had nowhere to go.
You can see right there, penetration by the Crusaders' defensive line right there. Shut that one down quick.
It'll be 2nd down and 11 after the loss of 1. Quakers go with 4 wideouts on 2nd down and 11. See what Bidekoffer can do here. Fakes the handoff, drops back, comes to the outside. Is going to be nearly intercepted as T. Rupp was right there as the pass intended for Spiker. And Spiker's been pretty clearly identified as the #1 guy for Bidekoffer.
Yeah, I think he's, well, which we knew at the beginning, you know, of the game and the year that they were going to be the duo that was going to take this passing game to the next level a little bit. But, you know, you're sitting in there, too, with some athletes on that team in white. And you can't lay it out there because those guys can come after it pretty quick.
3rd down and 11 with 7:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter. As Bidekoffer Looks across the middle, and another drop by the Quakers.
Well, wide open on that one. He just couldn't haul it in right there, and that I think that was was that Spiker on that one also? Yeah, and that's usually pretty guaranteed right there, and wasn't able to catch it. So now the Quakers are going to have to punt the ball.
4th down and 11, and Bidekoffer will come on to kick it away. Under 7 minutes to go, third quarter.
Seems like we're playing this third quarter in field position on which one of them.
Things have tightened up a little bit. Good snap. And good kick by Bidekoffer. And Quakers will slide in and stop it right at the 40-yard line. Might have jumped on it a little early. It looked like it might have taken another big bounce.
Yeah, you always want to try to let that thing bounce if you can on turf. But I think he must have known that backspin was coming on it.
So 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders at their own 40-yard line. Quaker defense has bent a little on defense, but they have never broken. They have been tough.
Yes, they have.
That's a bright spot for sure.
They've been solid, and yes, sir. Early in the season, if you can, hang your hat on that defense right now, that's gonna get you going. So, again, Quakers have played pretty stout defense tonight.
1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. The handoff straight ahead to Caps to the 45-yard line. There's a gain of 5.
I don't know. Did these coaches both mirror each other at halftime and said, hey, guys,
we got to run the football.
We got to run the football because we haven't seen passing unless it's been a have-to case right now.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Crusaders trailing 7-3. Quakers on top. They scored first. They've held on. Caps again to the outside. Slips for enough for the 1st down. At about the 46-yard line. And all of a sudden, Central's got a little bit of a ground attack underway.
Yeah, and the key that we thought coming in was going to be big number 40 for him to run the football, and he hasn't touched it a whole lot from the backfield. So we'll see how things are going. Cap seems like he's their workhorse right now.
1st down and 10 from the 46-yard line of the Quakers. Ruffin in motion. Murphy takes a deep drop, looks to pass, has a man there. Rupp had it jolted loose. The Crusaders will keep it, though, at the 34-yard line. Wow, did he get pounded? Let's see if we can identify who it was.
Right there. That was just a great tackle right there, right ahead on the football. And can't quite see who that was. Made the pop on that, but I'll tell you what, it was.
I believe it was Alec Preston with the big hit there.
Yeah, because he's sitting out there now, so it looks like it's.
That was a huge, great form tackle. 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. After a big gain. Set up nicely at the Quaker 34. Ruffin, the carry. Sealock, the stop at the 31.
Tell you what, right now, if you can get 3 and 4 yards on 1st down, that's a very positive play on both of these defenses.
Well, the next score might set up the victory. The way the game's gone.
And again, like we said, you can't. I know it's beating a dead horse here a little bit, but both of them come out as trying to run the football, and right now, Central Catholic's finding something that. It's helping their running game out.
Well, you also have to remember it's early in the season, and you've got a lot of the Quakers going both ways on the lines. As Caps will be inside of the 25-yard line, close to the 24. And another 1st down, I believe. They'll move the chains.
Alex Preston and Seth Parker on the stop.
Well, so far this has been one of the better drives for Central Catholic in 2.5 quarters.
1st down and 10 for the Crusaders at the Quaker 24-yard line. And we'll get
we
a
got
5-yarder
little
here.
movement there.
So that'll make it first down and 15.
It was the right tackle for the Crusaders. Wanted to take off a little bit too quick, but
False start penalty on the Crusaders. At the 5-yard penalty, first down 15.
So it'll be first down and 15 for the Crusaders at the Quaker 29-yard line. New Philly getting the benefit of a 5-yard penalty there. A handoff to Caps straight ahead. And Caps got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
good job by the Quaker defensive line on that one, because that was a big second down play where they didn't gain anything. So now, I'm sorry, first down again, but now you're sitting at 2nd and 15, so.
So the Quakers showing a lot of promise on the defensive side of the football. Ruffin in motion. Murphy looks to pass under pressure. Quakers miss him. Dropped the football, bounced right back up to him, and he still manages to get down to the 20-yard line for a gain of 9.
Yeah, pretty good broken play right there by Murphy. You can tell right there that was nothing but basic athletic ability on that one. He's got a little bit.
So it'll be third down and 7 at the 21-yard line. Crusaders are in field goal territory at minimum. So you wonder how, how dangerous they will try. If there's anything they're going to do here, they are going to put the ball in the air. Man across the middle will have the first down. Looks like it was Ruffin, and he dives inside of the 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that was a huge play right there for the Crusaders, and not only picked up the first down, but now they got first and goal from the 5.
Right. It looks like it was number 18, Quentin Heck. So he had the catch. First and goal for the Crusaders at the 5-yard line of the Quakers. 2:22 to go here, third quarter. Quakers clinging to a 7-3 lead. They'll pack it into the power I. The handoff to Cap straight ahead, and he just runs into a wall of Quakers.
Good job right there by that interior of that defensive front for the Quakers. We just shut him down.
Field goal here would be a victory for the Quakers.
Oh, definitely.
So it'll be second down and goal from the 5-minute 45 and counting here in the first quarter. Murphy rolling to his right, trying to find a gap, cannot. And he is stopped again at the line of scrimmage. Postel was there.
Nope.
Also there was Blake Bolin doing a nice job from his linebacker spot to shut that play down.
I'll tell you what, you got to give the Quaker defensive line credit, because I'll tell you, sideline to sideline right now, they're just running the line of scrimmage, and they're not giving any ground, and that's been a huge part of their defensive success right now. So, like you
third
said,
down and 5.
Third down. Big third down here right now. Hold them here and make them kick a field goal.
Would they dare pass here?
Oh, I think there's a possibility that they would roll him out. I would think it may be giving the option of pass and run. They're going to take a timeout.
That's their second timeout with 52 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So that might be a telling story, too, down the road.
Well, I would certainly think with the athletic ability of the quarterback that Central has, that they're not going to
you're going to roll him out of that
pocket.
pocket.
I would think they would roll him out and give him the option to pass or run and watch that linebacker, and if he comes up make a play, they'll bring somebody in underneath.
Well, the ball is on the short side, so you think they might want to go to the wide
could run
side.
To the wide side of the field, which would give him a lot more room to maneuver. But, we sit here and think that, and about that time the coach is going to turn around and go to the short side of the field. So, but, yeah, I would think with Murphy and, like I said, the athlete that he is, I could see him going a little bit of trips left and running everybody out and maybe bringing somebody in from the backside and letting Murphy see what he can come up with on this. Athletes have to make plays in this situation, that's all.
52 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Canton Central, 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line of the Quakers. Quakers hoping to hold Canton Central to a chippy field goal attempt here. James Wills, the deep back. The handoff to Baumel. He's going to be knocked out at the 4-yard line. Spiker was there. Looked like Bolin was there as well. It'll be 4th down.
Like we said, you got all that field to the left, and they turn around to go in a somewhat power I formation and run the football into the short side of the field. So, and you're right, but it could have been one of those things. Nope, I think they're going to bring the field goal unit on.
And that's what they'll do. Mills will come on here with 47 seconds to go.
And like you said, this would be a big victory for the Quakers if they can walk out of here only giving up 3.
Somewhat of a bad angle from the near side hash. Good snap. Kick is up, and the kick was easily through and good. No, they're going to say no good.
Oh.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
From our...
yeah, it looked like it went pretty much right down the middle, didn't it?
Wow. Okay, well, we must have
right
had a
over the
real
right-
bad angle.
Must have missed it right over that right upright. So now you're talking about a good, giving up 3 points and being in business. They didn't give up any. So, they got to feel good getting out here, starting their offense again. And, again, pretty good third quarter of football now.
Yeah,
and,
it had to go outside of the right.
That's what I think,
it
because
had to
we
go,
looked at it, it
yeah.
looked like it was going that way, but
wow,
guess
it was
not.
Not as good as we thought, for
Nope.
sure. So the Quakers will take it over at their own 20-yard line with 42 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Great job defensively. Coming up following the game, we'll have our McDonald's Player of the Game, and I'll tell you, some of those guys on the defensive side of the football have really come up big in the consideration.
Yes, they have.
As we've got second down now and 10. Clock running down to 18 seconds to go.
About one more play here, maybe.
7-3, Quakers on top of the Crusaders. Spiker in motion to the right side. They don't even have to snap the football, but they do take the play. Bidekoffer to the outside, and it's incomplete and nearly intercepted. And that is the end of the third quarter. 7-3, the Quakers leading the Crusaders. We'll come back with fourth quarter action in a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone. be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on, carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, invincible. We are who we are.
No matter where you are in life, Stark State is the smart choice. The lowest tuition rate in the area, along with flexible schedules, online courses, and degrees that lead to in-demand careers or make it easy to continue your education. Small classes, professors with real-world experience, and a campus close to home. Plus, more than 92% of Stark State grads secure a job or continue their education. Choose Stark State College. Spend less, earn more, go further. Register now.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
The Quakers leading the Crusaders 7-3 as we begin the fourth quarter. Let's take a look back at the third quarter. Ultra Clean, for clean air you can breathe and a clean-looking home exterior. Ultra Clean, locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call, 330-243-3996, to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance. We'll get to that after this play with Bidekoffer. And there is not much for him to gain there on third down. The third quarter pretty quiet until late in the quarter when a 21-yard field goal attempt by the Crusaders went wide right. And our score remains the same at 7-3. That is our third quarter update brought to you by Ultra Clean. Give them a call at 330-243-3996. We return to action. The Quakers going to have to punt the football away. Crusaders going to get pretty decent field position.
Yeah, you keep looking at this, and we said a little bit in the third quarter, it seemed like a field position football game, and so far Central's been the beneficiary of the fourth down punts.
Bidekoffer, nice floating punt. They'll call for the fair catch at the 40-yard line. So that's a good job by Bidekoffer again to punt it away and put the Crusaders 60 yards away from the goal line.
I'll tell you, we watched him punt the football last year, and most of the time it was pooch kicks and everything, but his legs have gotten so much stronger this year, and he's been booming the football pretty good.
So 11-13 to go here in the ball game. 7-3 our score. Crusaders with the football on first down. The handoff to Capps over the left side. Capps will gain maybe 2. As the Quaker D there again, Blake Bolin.
Tell you, both of these defensive lines have been very stingy on the runs tonight.
Second down and 8, ball at the Crusader 42-yard line.
Second down and 8. Ball at the 42-yard line. 10:44 to go in the game. Not many possessions left for either team here. And Murphy at the controls for the Crusaders. He'll look across the middle. Pass is going to be incomplete as Rupp couldn't hang on to it. And he's going to come up a little bit slowly.
Tell you, had him open on that one, just let him a little bit too much and got him a little too high.
And we have the first cramp of the season.
There you go. And I'll tell you what, it was hot all day long today, and this game right now, that, like you said, that's the first cramp we've seen tonight, gone into the fourth quarter, and they really haven't given one or two breaks for water.
Well,
so.
coaches and trainers have become so much better about keeping kids hydrated. There's so much more knowledge now.
Right.
And that really
is
helpful.
That's made a huge difference. I know, just watching here, and Todd Steele's been, trainer for New Philadelphia for years, but you see that these kids get fed in between their two-a-days. They are eating the right things. They get fed after two-a-days, and that's a huge part of August is like you said, keeping them not only hydrated but keeping the right food in them, and you can see the kids. The players today are seems like so much more physically, in shape. Even the big guys. You don't see them hanging back a whole lot because there just been so many things done over, preparing kids to play. And not only in football, just, in every sport.
10:22 to go here in this fourth quarter, rather.
Well, big 3rd and 8 here for the Crusaders coming up. If not, they're going to have to give the ball back. And, again, field position is the key right now.
So Murphy will take the snap, drop straight back, looking to throw. Across the middle, big crowd there, and the ball is caught by the Crusaders. Brady Thompson makes a big catch at the 41-yard line. 17-yard gain. Chains will move. The Crusaders on the drive.
I'll tell you what, when he threw that, I thought, boy, you're throwing around a bunch of black jerseys and a bunch of white jerseys are in there, and he just come up with that play. And again, so far Central's this second half's made some nice plays. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
Need to get to the line of scrimmage here. They're down to 6 on the play clock. They've only got 1 timeout remaining. And they're lucky to get that play off as Murphy just takes it straight ahead to the 37-yard line for a gain of 3. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you here on TV2 Sports. Coming up following the game, we'll have our post-game wrap-up, and we'll name our game MVP, courtesy of McDonald's.
Gain of 3, 2nd down 7.
So 2nd down and 7 now for the Crusaders. 9:18 to go here in the ball game. New Philly leading it 7-3. Crusaders maybe with their last best chance. As Baumel inside of the 35 to the 34-yard line. As Seth Parker and Skylar Postel again on the tackle for the Quakers. Those two have been very active inside for New Philadelphia.
Those are 2 inside guys, and I'll tell you what, they've shut it down pretty good. They're getting off their blocks, and again, you haven't seen many times anybody get to the second level on them.
Ruffin in motion. Murphy's going to take it straight ahead. He'll squirt through and might have the first down inside of the 30.
This will be very close. Looks
like they got it. So all of a sudden, the Crusaders have found some offense.
Yeah, it looks like they're running the football and they're picking up 3 and 4 yards a carry, and this is big because you can see here in the fourth quarter, both of these teams are, like you said, got a lot of guys going both ways, and it starts wearing on you a little bit.
This would be a big win for the Quakers if they can hang on. Caps over the left side to the 25-yard line for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 here with 8:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Clock starting to become a concern for both teams here. But the Crusaders on the drive at the 25-yard line.
2nd down 6.
Well, they've been pretty methodical here in this series, just running the football inside in between the tackles and, picking up 3-4 yards a crack at them.
Well, that's what you talked about. The team that could establish a running game might have a good chance to win this game, as Murphy has a room to run down to the 16-yard line. A nice 9-yard gain and another first down.
Well, in fact, that's probably the biggest gain that Central's had in between the tackles tonight. And, they're catching the Quakers a little bit back on their heels.
So it's 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders at the Quakers' 17-yard line. Now the Quakers really have to try and tighten this up. Murphy's going to take it himself. I don't think there's going to be too many people touch it other than him here this deep in the territory of the Quakers.
Well, yeah, I can't see them with what they got right now. Canton Central's feeling pretty good about, just running the football, and I just can't see them not, But on the other hand, too, that you're getting down with, 6 minutes plus to go. You need to put 7 on the board. You can't afford to just put 3 on the board.
2nd down and 8. Snap to Murphy. He'll drop back across the middle. Had a man there and overthrew Thompson at about
Thompson.
the 4-yard line.
Had him wide open right there. Just threw it just a tad behind him, and wasn't much that he could have done with that. That would have been a circus catch for him. So now they're in.
In trouble.
Yeah, big play right here for the Quakers. I mean, that was almost like Central gave him a play right there. Now with 3rd and 8, Central's got to turn around and come back with something. And again,
it wouldn't be impossible for them to kick a field goal.
No, definitely not, because they might, they definitely could, get the ball back. But they're sitting there with only 1 timeout remaining too.
What do you think about that big miss on their last possession? Murphy straight ahead. He's going to be short at the 11-yard line. Now it's decision time. Do they burn their last timeout here? Or are they going to?
Well, no, I think they'll just run a play. They don't want to.
Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down and
because they know
5.
I think they know right there that they've got to come up with 6 points. So
well, they're bringing on the field goal kicker.
They are bringing them in, so they must figure that, hey, even with only 1 timeout left, we got a chance to, stop them and get the ball back. And again,
well, they're going to burn their timeout here. There's no chance unless they're going to take the 5-yard penalty.
Well,
they ran out of time
that
clock.
Seemed like that was a pretty quick 25 seconds, but the way these guys set it down and play, you got to keep moving. So they must feel pretty good. Another nothing to that 5-yarder right there.
So the ball is placed on the 17-yard line. It'll make it a 37-yard field goal attempt.
And again, plenty of leg, but like you just said a second ago, that field goal he missed down there could be huge.
Good snap. The kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 5:50 to go, here in the 4th quarter, it tightens up to 7-6.
It does, and I think they know right now field goal can win it for them if their defense can come out here and hold.
Quakers feeling the same way. If they could get a field goal, they could maybe
yes,
get
sir.
it that 4-point spread.
Or, hey, 5:50 with only 1 timeout with Central. Hey, if we can just
if you can just run the football
and get some yardage here, that if nothing else, even if we can't score, we can back them up where they may have to go 80, 90 yards in less than a couple minutes. Hey,
a couple of first downs is all they really need here.
Exactly. So I'll tell you, good first week of football game tonight, Scott.
Absolutely, no question about that.
And it's been, again, very well played.
So we get ready for the kickoff. As Mills gets ready to kick it off, Spiker and Lowry back deep. And this game has really got a lot closer. As Spiker drops it, he's going to have to pick it up at the 5, the 10, and out to the 12-yard line. He's had some difficulty holding on to the football. First down and 10 Quakers with 5:43 to go. Even announcers are subject to cramps. 7-6 New Philadelphia leading the Crusaders. Quakers with not very good field position to start here at the 13-yard line. So Bidikofer will hand the football off. Big yardage for Crothers out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. An 8-yard gain is a big gain here in that situation. Puts them in second and short. So the clock rolling along down near the 5-minute mark. And the Quakers patiently taking their time. As, again, the handoff to Crothers. He'll have the first down out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Chains will move, and that's huge for the Quakers.
Yeah, like you said a minute ago, a couple first downs running the football right here is going to really knock the clock down with the time on the clock. And even if you have to turn the ball back over to Central with, a minute 30 or something to go, you got to feel pretty good about your chances.
Yeah, the Crusaders really, number one, they should, as close as they were at 21 yards for that field goal attempt, as good a kicker as they have, it's surprising they are not ahead, but credit the Quaker defense. And now credit the offensive line as they're just blowing open holes. And the Quakers out with a 9-yard gain there by Crothers. And again, the Quakers on the move.
Yeah, this is big. I mean, this is the best New Philly's ground game's been all night long. And
I think the seniors up front just said, you know what, we're gonna close this one out. And we're going to get a false start here, I believe. The question is, who jumped first? It'll go against the Quakers, and New Philly will get backed up 5. And that's a tough play right there.
Yeah, that's something you didn't need right now because you were moving the football, running it, and now, you pick up that – you get 8, and now you get back down to, where you got to pick up 9 again or 7 again. So
clock rolling, 3:50 to go. They backed them up, but they got 25 more seconds to take off the clock.
Yes, they did. That's a plus.
Second down and 7. Bitterkoffer's going to take it himself right down the middle. He could go all the way. He's to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown Quakers.
Well, how about that for a call right there and opened it right up. He's running that
71 yards.
They ran that play a couple, 3 times tonight. You can see it. There's nothing to it. He's just a quarterback keep on it. And after he faked out everybody and Central went for everybody running, thinking they were going to run the football on the fake, but he just kept it and had it, like you said, 71 yards. So, boy, I'll tell you what, that just breaks your back.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. There's a penalty flag down.
Not quite sure what that's on.
Is that a situation where somebody might have been trying to call a signal or something?
It could have been, or somebody jumped or something on somebody's back to try to block it, whatever it may be. You never know. This came clear back from one of the guys that called the field goal, so who knows? Or calls the extra point.
My guess is whatever it's going to be marked off on the
looks like it's on Central.
Yeah. So it's going to be marked off on the
yeah, that would be my guess. And we might not have the replay on it, but that could have been where somebody tried to jump on somebody's back, something like that, to block the extra point.
So it makes it 14-6, and the Quakers will have great field position to kick off.
Boy, tell you what, you got to feel pretty good on that. You were running the football well, and then all of a sudden Biddy just breaks one, and I'll tell you, that just about breaks your back for Central.
Well, it's still a one-score game.
Yeah, touchdown, 2-point conversion. We got us a tie ball game.
So it is not over with 3:26 to go. Central with a timeout.
Definitely. You just got to feel a little better being up by, 8-0 and not 1.
And, it's week 1, but when you look at the playoff picture, Central's going to win a lot of football games against some good football teams.
Yes, they are.
Let's see how Moorhead plays this.
You always think about this, too, because, of course, he's got the leg. You can kick it in the end zone, give it to him on the 20, but this is one of those things, too, that you want to kick it, squib kick it, something like that. Nope, he's going to kick her out of the end zone. Which is, in reality, a safe play. You know what I mean? Because now you're guaranteed getting the ball on the 20. Where you squib kick it down there, they pick it up, and you know what I mean? You miss a tackle here or there, and shoot, they're back to the 50 before you know it. So good, solid choice right there to kick it out of the end zone, and now all the Quakers are going to have to do here is play some good defense.
3:26 to go. Quakers up 14-6.
No, you think about it, though, Scott, too, in the same situation. They've got 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go. They don't have to abandon the run. They can bust one off pretty quick, too. So, they've still got all their arsenal in their playbook to be able to play with.
5 receivers out on the field. Quakers playing pretty safe in the defensive backfield. But that time, they hold the Crusaders to about 4 yards as Bailey caps with the catch for Murphy. 2nd down and 6 here. Clock rolling down near the 3-minute mark. It's pretty much all or nothing here for the Crusaders.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have to score on this drive right here.
Murphy's going to take it straight ahead, and he is stopped short of the 1st down at the 29-yard line, and he is down.
Yeah,
he got hit hard.
Yes, he did. That was a pretty good, solid tackle right there. He's just down. Even nothing else, losing him for plays, you know what I mean? You're bringing in a new quarterback, so that's going to be big too.
We're not sure what exactly transpired there.
It looks like he's got a cramp.
Yeah, that's.
So that just by looking from here. So.
Yeah, he took a pounding.
Yeah, he got hit pretty good on that one.
Looked like it was Cullen Brogan that might have had the hit on him. And they'll get him straightened out, but I'm guessing he may have to come out for a play.
Oh, he definitely is going to have to come out for one.
And 3rd down and 1 is not the place you want to have
to bring a new quarterback.
Do they have a direct snap play in that those kind of things?
The bad thing is there that even on and they go shotgun just like the Quakers do, but the Quakers can get up under center a little bit, and we have not seen Central under center tonight. So you're starting with a fresh guy back there, and he's 4 or 5 yards off the line to begin with. So it's a big 3rd down, but it's 2 downs right now with 2:50 to go. It's all or nothing for Central on this. They're going to have to.
Yeah, it just happened suddenly. I mean, he got hit, he went down, and then
cramped right up.
Yeah, that not sure. With a usual cramp situation, they would normally have him up. Hopefully there's much more than that involved here.
I think he just, the way they were pushing on it.
Yeah, he can't bend his leg, so that's part of the problem. So they're still trying to get him so he is mobile.
I mean, the way they were looking at it, it looked like it was a cramp because they lifted it up and were bending his leg back. Let's hope it's not, anything more serious than that.
I think they're just trying to work it. He got about halfway up and then couldn't bend his leg. Yeah, so I'm guessing that still is.
I know exactly how that feels.
I bet you do. Maybe even from tonight.
Yeah,
this announcing business is tough.
Oh, you don't understand. I mean, when you got to sit down here and
it's not just all air-conditioned comfort.
Exactly. You sit down here and have to bend your legs a little bit here and there, and then all of a sudden the cramp comes in. I'll tell you. Yeah, you lose those headphones pretty quick.
So with 2:50 to go here in the 4th quarter, action has come to a standstill as Jack Murphy has been on the ground here for a couple of minutes.
He's bending it a little bit now, so maybe they've got it.
Well, they're trying to
Got it out of him.
Work it
Yep.
so that they can get him up and get him off the field.
It seems like, though, he's tried to bend it twice, and both times he's bent it, cramp must have come back. So.
Yeah, you would think they would try to get him off the field as best they can.
But.
Yeah.
Coaching point. The longer he lays there, the more the head coach can talk to the players. Not that that's a good thing. I'm just telling you that kind of what ends up happening. I'm surprised if there's not a coach in the middle of that huddle over
there is a coach in the middle of that huddle. So now the question is, who is going to line up here at quarterback?
Well, there you go. I mean, is that one of those situations where you put one of your running backs back there and just let him take a snap? And you're leaving him back there all by himself. So who do we have back there, Scott? I can't see.
We're still trying to sort it out.
Is it number 10 maybe?
The handoff goes to Caps. Caps cuts it down the sideline and out to the 44-yard line. So that's pretty handy.
That's pretty good right there.
Stone Serpilla was in at the quarterback spot and remains in. Down to 2:27 to go, and now the Quakers see if there's shark smelling blood in the water here. Serpilla down the middle's got another completion. That's completed to Brady Thompson at the 35-yard line. Are the Quakers going to have some trouble here? As we get another look at the Stark State College replay.
So he just sent him right on a fly pattern right down the middle, and I think the Quakers are laying back a little bit.
Crusaders might have found a quarterback by accident.
Yeah, if they could find him in there.
Well, I haven't seen too much wrong so far.
Not yet. He handed off well, and he threw a good pass.
To the outside, another completion, this time to T. Rupp. And gain of about 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 31-yard line. The Crusaders need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it up with 1:52 to go and 1 timeout remaining.
Well, you're not wanting to say Philly's in a prevent defense, but I think they're keeping everything in front of it right now. They're playing their DBs back just about a yard or two more than normal, so.
And this time, Serpilla in trouble is going to be tripped up back at the 40-yard line. They're going to let the clock run here. That was a huge play.
That was a big play.
Central's only got 1 timeout remaining, so they're going to roll with it here. It's 3rd down and 15. Now they take their timeout. Thought they took a time. Nope, they're going to go with it.
Well, it's 2 down territory for them. There's just no way.
Nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now it's 4th down. So the game decided on this next play, and they'll bring Murphy back in for this, what could be the final play of the Crusaders' first game of the season. So 14-6, Quakers on top. It's 4th down and 15. You've got to think the Quakers will be playing some kind of umbrella defense at about 12 yards.
Yep, and that's about where they're at. And you can see the free safety sitting back there right about 15, so he should know right now.
Ball is dropped. Murphy picks it up. In big trouble. Throws it out there, and it's going to be incomplete, and the Quakers hold defensively. A big play by Cameron Alberts.
That was it right there.
And now the Quakers will have a chance to run the clock out with 1:10 to go. I'll tell you what, you can chalk this one up to the defensive effort. I mean, that they have just played great all night. Murphy was just lucky to be able to pick the football up as we had a look at it there, and Alberts with the nice knockaway. And now all they have to do is just take a knee here.
Yes, they did. I'll tell you what, big play right there. And again, like you said, Murphy dropping the football, that started everything off bad to begin with. So that was a key play, but a big knockdown there for the Quakers.
Bidicoffer will take the snap here. So, fortunately, Central is not going to call a timeout, I don't believe. And the Quakers look like they're going to start the season in great fashion with a 14-6 win over Canton Central Catholic.
And I'll tell you
As
what,
you get a good look at the TV2 fan cam. Maybe if they take a snap here, I'm sure they will take their time in placing the football down. And now Central calls timeout. And just not sure the point of that. So 14-6. New Philly on top of the Crusaders with 30 seconds to go. And Matt Dennison's got to be pleased with the way his team has started tonight.
Very pleased, and I think, he'll see some things that he's got to shore up on offense a little bit. But I'll tell you what, that defense right now, they put on a stellar performance tonight.
So New Philly is going to start off with a victory here. One more play to run, and that'll be it. And Bidicoffer dropped the football coming out of the center, and that could have been disaster. But that will do it. The final score is going to be New Philadelphia 14, the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders 6. So New Philly starts off with a victory, and that one is going to be big for the computer playoff picture down the road. We'll come back, wrap it up for you with our end of the game wrap up, and also our McDonald's MVP. That's all coming up here in a moment on TV2 Sports.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Carpenter Heating and Cooling has been keeping your home comfortable for over 30 years. Every installation includes heating and cooling load analysis, along with a follow-up visit to ensure your satisfaction. Carpenter services all makes of residential and light commercial heating and cooling equipment utilizing custom fabrication and state-of-the-art system checks. Their NATE certified technicians work hard to provide you with total living comfort.
Hi, I'm Doug Carpenter.
And I'm Chris Carpenter.
Come see us online at carpentercomfort.com.
Or give us a call at 330-308-8550.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Ready for our postgame report as the Quakers open the season with an exciting 14-6 victory over the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. The scoring, Kai Crothers led it off in the second quarter with a 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick by Moorhead was good. A field goal by Canton Central later in the second quarter made it 7-3, and that's the way it stood till about 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter when the Quakers got a 71-yard run from Logan Bittekoffer. Moorhead added the extra point, made it 14-6, and that's the way it finished. So, Chuck, what about some of the stats for this one? It was a really good football game.
Well, like you said, I'll tell you what, great opening football game between two really good, solid football teams. 14-6 on the scoreboard, and you can see right here everything lived up to its billing. The Quakers had 167 yards rushing. Central Catholic had 131, and both of those teams ran the ball a lot better the second half than they did the first. Quakers were 7 of 17 passing. They had about 5 or 6 drop balls where they could add a little more for 92 yards. Central Catholic 13 of 24 for 131 yards. You can see total offense right there. 259 for the Quakers, 270 for the Central Catholic Crusaders. Both of them even football game. Quakers get it on the scoreboard 14-6. They had 3 turnovers, and Central had 2. So, like I said, Scott, we couldn't ask for a better first night of football.
Great first night, and that is our post-game wrap-up now for our game MVP brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. The offense and the defense played so great along the lines. Our MVP tonight is Seth Parker of the New Philadelphia Quakers. Got him off to a good start in the first quarter with a lot of defensive tackles, and then just played great on both sides of the football. So Seth Parker is our game MVP brought to you by McDonald's with 6 locations to serve you in Dover, Uricksville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and 2 locations in New Philadelphia. Next up, Claymont Indian Valley next week on TV2 Sports. That's going to wrap it up from Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium. 14-6, New Philadelphia, a winner over Canton Central Catholic. For Chuck Rest and our TV2 Sports team, I'm Scott Robinson, saying so long, everybody.